and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. I hate all this overthinking. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver, no more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar, bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Oh no. The world has been broke down. The world is just announced. Final time is now. The final time to bow. But I will not get down, for you can't force me now. Awakening is clear. I could show you how. I could show you how to fight them. I could show you how to defeat them now.
testing in my 1, 2, 3. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Motive Racing YouTube channel. We're here for the 5th round of the Formula 1 season for Season 3 on the Codemasters Formula 1 game here on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 platforms. We're here, as you probably recognise, at the Principality of Monaco, Monte Carlo. We're here for the Monaco Grand Prix. This one, I think, is going to be either race of the season or an absolute nightmare and nothing in between. Monaco is going to be one extreme or the other. I'm sure we're in for a treat regardless, but we've got 17 drivers out on the track at the moment. Hopefully we're expecting a couple more in before the end of the qualifying session, so we should, fingers crossed, have a packed out grid for this one. But nonetheless, here we are then, and currently we've got a few drivers already out of the pits here. A couple of minutes into the session, lots of drivers still in the pits, so actually taking the time about getting the setup sorted out, as you really do need a setup that's pretty much tailored to this circuit if you are going to get anywhere or do it at all well around the streets of Monaco. So we've got Polish My Balls out there at the moment. Emo Guy has also left the pits, so has Clarky Boy. He's coming through the Lowe's hairpin, as is WA, who's just ahead of Emo Guy on the track. Big Weird's already on a flying lap, so he was not hanging around there at all, was he? He's straight out the gates. Thebo Boy on an out lap at the moment, but 3 minutes into this qualifying session here. Welcome along to everybody here on the channel. Hopefully you can hear us perfectly well on the stream, and I've sorted out the audio. I do dearly hope that I have not messed that up this time, but hopefully you can hear us. Sounds pretty good. Sounds decent. So yeah. Joe, still in the pits at the moment, the reigning champion of the F1 League. Emo Guy is currently out at the moment, just about to start flying up. I'm going to try and get the championship standings up if we can. Raki, our new standings man for this season, did post them in the actual Discord server, so I'm going to endeavour to try and get those up on the screen if we can, whilst we're watching the qualifying at the moment. But Big Weir has done the fastest time of the session so far. Early doors yet, still a long way to go, still plenty can change over the course of this session here tonight, as we do not want that screen, because every single time I go on to paint it just goes with a white screen. Why does it do this? I can't, never mind, put it together. Right, so here we are then, just 3.5 minutes into this session right now, and Big Weir currently the fastest driver in this session. Polish My Balls, A Thompson, Aldrich Avist and Bennett LCFC, all drivers who are doing their laps on the medium tyres in this session. Interesting to see, it's not an easy track to drive the mediums compared to the softs, as there's lots of corners, lots of make or breaker corners around this Monaco street circuit, so for sure it's a bit of a gamble starting on the mediums. And to be honest, I can't really see it paying off, because I think there's going to be safety car here, safety car there, safety car left, right and centre, here, there and everywhere tonight. So I don't see how putting the mediums on is going to have any kind of advantage or gain whatsoever, because I think after 2 or 3 laps at the most we're going to be seeing safety cars. But I suppose it's worth a shot. But at the moment anyway, you got Big Weir setting the pace here ahead of Derby Bay, 3/10 between those two. Emo Guy in 3rd place, as we see A Thompson coming over the line to start his first flying lap on the medium tyres. We've got Clarky Boy in 4th place, Polish My Balls sat in 5th at the moment, and the rest of them still yet to set lap times. Joe, the reigning champion of the F1 League here at Motive, still sat in the pits. Well, he's not going to improve in there now, is he? Come on. But we got, who is that? That's Thebo Boy coming over the line to do a time good enough for 5th place there. He's currently 3 seconds off for the fastest time, being set by Big Weir at this stage in the session, as Big Weir is currently sat in the pits as well. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 drivers in the pits at the moment, so they'll obviously not be improving or making any progress whilst sat in there now, will they? But Game for Life currently 1.4 seconds off for the fastest time, being set by Big Weir at this particular stage in the session. Driving in the McLaren. Game for Life joined us in the commentary box a couple of times last season for the F1 League, and he's back on the track for this season. He's had a decent start to the season, I've got to say. It's not been where he wants to be, but 37 points, only 22 points off for the championship lead, so he's not going to be too upset with that. I wouldn't imagine he's that devastated with his start to the season. He's sat 6th in the standings at the moment. I'm going to run through the standings, although my computer cannot be trusted to not show up a white screen for ages whilst I go through them on the MS Paint. I will, however, read them out to you. So Aldrich Avist leads the championship. He's P1 on 59 points, so that's Aldrich Avist 59 points, P1 in the championship, followed by Derby Bay, sat in second in the championship on 53. Then you got Magpie third on 48 points. Joram, the reigning champion, sits in fourth place on 45 points, followed by Little Greavy on 43 points. And you got Game for Life on 37 in P6. Ocon on Hungarian in 7th place in the standings on 32 points. And you got Red Nass on 21 points in 8th place, followed by Big Weir in 9th place on 18 points. And then you got Bennett LCFC in P10, currently on 14 points. Not where he wants to be in the standings, I'm sure, but Bennett, a man who always you can count on to have a strong race around a track like Monaco. I think that Bennett could be a dark horse tonight for sure. You got Raki in 11th place on 13 points, one of our coordinators and standings man here at Motive for the F1 League. Matty Pitt in 12th on 6 points, followed by the Grieve in 13th place on 6 points. Clarky Boy sits 14th in the standings currently on 6 points. He'll be looking to try and climb up the order a little bit over the course of tonight. Chugs Life P15 in the championship on 4 points. And then you've got Thebo Boy on 2 points in 16th place in the standings, followed by Horatio, who's in 17th on just 1 solitary point. And that's all of the point scorers so far this season. Top 10 get points, obviously same as the real life F1 in terms of the points system, so it's exactly the same. And if you finish outside the top 10, you get absolutely nothing to show for your troubles. But currently double wave yellow flags through sector 3 at this point. Don't know what they're for. Hopefully we'll get some kind of inkling as to what exactly has been, what monstrosity has occurred in the final part of the lap. But at this particular point it doesn't appear to be forthcoming exactly what the cause of that is, as we can still see double wave yellow flags through sector 3 at this point. You see Horatio coming over the line, about to start a flying lap here. Polish My Boys, Joram, both on outlaps at this point, so is DJ Phil, Rednass as well as Bennett, all on outlaps, and Aldrich Avist is on lap time going for P3 here, so nice lap from Aldrich Avist, solid time there on the medium tyres. He's coming into the pits. Is he going to be putting a fresh set of soft tyres on and going to try and go even faster here? Only half a second off the fastest time being set by Big Weir on the mediums, so he's got potential. Has he got what it takes to take pole position here tonight? Aldrich Avist, championship leader here, leads the championship by 6 points to Derby Bay. Derby Bay's have consistency. Aldrich Avist has had a couple of wins so far this season already, so he's been very quick out of the blocks, but Derby Bay right there as well. Magpie misses this week, 11 points behind Aldrich Avist in the championship, so it's unfortunate for him, but a big night for Aldrich and Derby Bay to try and pull away. And Joram, he could go third in the championship, possibly even higher if Aldrich Avist and Derby Bay have a bad night here. But halfway through the qualifying session at the moment here for Motive's F1 League at the moment. We've got 6 people currently watching the stream, so welcome along guys, hope you're enjoying. We got Bram and the Heel Gang says hype, 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 hype. Okay then mate, calm down. He's also saying Rednass, ole Alpine. Oh, that's Finn that says that. Finn says no, Bram says Finn and Finn says Bram, and yeah, I don't really know what's going off there between those two. Phil Alderton says this race is going to be mad. Guys, I will mute you if you carry on spamming in the chat. Please don't do it, okay? It's disrespectful. Please don't spam in the chat. Just be sensible. If you're a friend, family member, otherwise associate of any of the drivers out on the track, then voice your support in the comments section, say hello, but please don't be writing absolute don't be writing a load of absolute dross in the comments section, please, for goodness sake. As we can see, Big Weir currently top of the leaderboard. He's got 1 minute 10.3, has really set a market on those medium tyres. He's looking very strong, but he's backed off on this lap so far, 6 seconds down on his PB on this lap, so he's going to probably try and coast it around and bring it back into the pits for a fresh set of soft tyres or mediums. As DJ Phil's out of the session, so DJ Phil's crashed out there, not sure why, not sure what's happened. Oh no, the rules are on regular corner cutting. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, I forgot to change it. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, we're just gonna have to roll with it. It's too late. Let's get on with it. Fuck's sake. Some drivers would have probably figured out at this point that they can take a few advantages. They can be a little bit there's a little bit of push involved here tonight in terms of how you can take the corners. Some people will have figured that out and will be absolutely slicing those curbs in half. Oh, for God's sake. So we're watching Joe at the moment. Anyway, he's the 10th up, coming to the middle for the first sector even. He's looking pretty good so far on this lap, on the medium tyres. Aldrich Avis says in the comments on Discord, please, pretty please restart this. No man, I can't, it's too late. It's just, get on with it now, come on. It's the same for everyone. Same, everyone's in the same boat. Everybody knows that there's a little bit of push to be had. Let's just race. Let's get on with it. I mean, it's Monaco anyway. I know you can cut the chicanes, but you can't really cut through the walls, can you? So it's not the worst situation in the world. We've got Joe here coming to the final part of the lap anyway. He's currently P2 in this session. Up towards the line he comes. Can he go P1 here? Crosses over now. He's a 10th better than his previous best time, but can't improve on Big Weir's fastest time in the session so far. Only 2/10 adrift though. Joe, I'm looking pretty good. His game life's gone up into P3. He was already P3, but he's improved by a couple of tenths there on those soft tyres. Aldrich Avis currently on that lap at the moment, coming through the harbour chicane. Oh, I can't believe this. I'm so frustrated with myself. I can't believe I set it to regular. I have default settings which are from last season. I've saved settings, and every round this season for the first 4 rounds I've been manually changing it to strict. Once I've loaded the pre-saved data, I then change it to strict corner cutting, and there's one more setting. Oh no, what was the other one? Whatever it was, that hasn't been checked either. There's 2 settings that I've been changing. Oh, I guess we'll find out what the other one is over the course of tonight. Could be safety car related, I don't know. Actually, if it's safety car related, that could be an absolute blessing, because it is Monaco. But nonetheless, anyway, Joe, I'm into the pits here towards the end of this session. Has got a bit of time here to get his car in, to get some setup changes done, and get himself back out on the track once again. Big Weir in the pits, Joe in the pits. Game 5's currently on that lap at the moment. Aldrich Avis coming through the final couple of corners here in the Mercedes. But it looks like he's coming into the pits, so he's clearly not happy with something out there. Bennett out at the moment in P5. Emo Guy sat in 6th at the moment, coming through the first sector. He's a little bit down on his personal best there. 3/10 down on his green lap there so far on this particular run. We've got Horatio in the pits there. Mr. Basil's on his outlap, just coming down towards Casino, not Casino, Lowe's Hairpin. You got T-Boy Boy coming through the Nouvelle chicane at the moment. A. Thompson coming up the hill towards Casino. There's Derby Bay. There is actually a wheel situated at the top of the hill in the first sector, just as you're coming up towards Casino. There is a wheel in the middle of the road, just coming out of Sandoval. So hopefully the drivers are careful of that one. I believe they'll be ghosting straight through it, so it's not going to be too much of an issue. But nonetheless, could prove to be a bit of a distraction for these drivers out on the track at the moment. As we see Joan back out onto the track once again here, the reigning champion, doing well, but looking to try and get pole here. He's switched to the soft tyres, so he's going to try and improve by that at least 2/10, and on the soft tyres I would imagine that you probably find a little bit more than that. So Joan's definitely in a good position here to try and take pole. Big Weir, the provisional pole sitter, sat in the pits at the moment. He's not going to improve there, however he doesn't necessarily need to, because he has done enough at the moment. He just needs to hope that Joan doesn't improve either. But game for life Lacto on the medium tyres, because gone very wide there coming through the harbour chicane. That would have cost him a bit of time. I don't know if he was on a flying lap there. He's just completely missed out the swimming pool chicane as if it's not even there, and that's maybe just hopefully the corner cutting is staying on top of that, because that's ridiculous. I think even regular corner cutting would give you at least a warning for that. So eventually, obviously, if you continue doing it, if you continue to rack up those warnings and get told, hey look, you just need to cut this out, then fingers crossed, eventually penalties will either be given or drivers would eventually cease their activities involving the corner cutting. But currently Joe Ram out there at the moment on an outlap here. He's coming over the line, about to start his final run of the session. He only get one in. He crossed the line with 1:07 on the clock, and unless he's some kind of alien, he will not be able to do a lap around Monaco in 1:07 unless he straight lines the Nouvelle chicane, in which case this lap will be invalid. So he'd basically be ruining one of his attempts, or indeed his only attempt. So, but anyways, 2/10 up. Joe Ram going quicker on the soft tyres. We said before he was doing his original laps on the medium tyres over the course of this session. This here could be the pole lap for the reigning champion. He sits in 4th place in the standings right now, 45 points. He's currently 14 points adrift of Aldrich Avist in the standings coming into this round. Aldrich Avist has had the lion's share of the luck so far this season in terms of the championship. Has taken a couple of wins, also picked up a 6th place with a fastest lap. Joe Ram though struggled to really get off the mark over the course of this season. Took a win in round 2 of the season at Portugal. He's coming through the swimming pool chicane. He's 6/10 up here. This is a great lap here for Joe Ram in the Red Bull. Last season's drivers and constructors champion alongside his dad Raki in the Red Bull. Coming in towards Anthony Noakes for the final time here in this session. Sliding the car as he gets onto the power. Joe Ram up towards the line. What is it going to be for the reigning champion? He goes on pole position there by 0.3 of a second. Comfortable margin here in qualifying.